طبعا بيجي. Michigan Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Tigers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Formation for these receivers. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The hand to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Bring in the heat. And down he goes.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Brown wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. The offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Marshall. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Underwood. He's got him. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The option, the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Looking for a deep man. He's got it way down the field. Touchdown, Wolverines! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds him. Could be an alley. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Trying play action. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Quickly complete. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So here comes the Michigan offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. With the catch, it's Marshall. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks. And
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike touchdown, comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Richardson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure, breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his man. It's Marshall. Snags it, and there's running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
It's complete to the right. Oh, he got loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. first. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Rolling the dice to bring it out. Zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Cobb.
Really good surge that time by the... line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Brown will throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Johnson. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Meadow on the end zone. He's got it. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Drills him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in.
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Auburn. And that one will put them up here in the second half. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood. Quickly complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Off the RPO, complete. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quarterback keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Underwood from the gun on third down. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab. It's Cobb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Big noise in the big house for this. There's some room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Quarterback making checks. Throwing. Underwood. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory.
Makes a grab and room to run. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. He wants to change this route. Here's Underwood to throw. Floating away. That's caught. It's Marshall. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Running inside. It's Marshall.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And you're starting to see this more and more, man, in short yardage situations when you can get that ball on the perimeter fast. And the quarterbacks love them, by the way, because that's a completion. That's a completion, that little touch pass. You get it to one of your speedsters, he gets on the edge, and he gets the first down.
Play fake, Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Underwood. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys, too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The run inside. It's Marshall. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. He might want another play. Throwing, Underwood. He's got it down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To the air, it's Underwood. Under fire. Makes the grab.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Underwood to throw. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This for the lead and very likely the win. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.